Everyone, right across the board. It's not me, it's MEH. God has given me, not me, a new revelation, right? So one more time, I'll just 3, 4.
Concerts are great. They are fun. There's the time when you're just there, you're singing, you're jamming, you're having fun. And then the next moment we can just go to a meditative, totally reflecting and just feeling the Holy Spirit working on you.
It's just an overwhelming feeling. Sometimes when I'm singing, it's hard to really put into words, but you just think of all the good things that God's done for you in your life, just all of the blessings that He's poured over you in your life. And it's just a really good opportunity to connect with God and also to minister at the same time.
I can remember one concert that we did in Japan, and it was kind of a small church. It was upstairs in this tiny little room, and we were packed in like sardines. And when we got there, we didn't know what was going to happen. But we know that concert, it was kind of like that was the reason we were in Japan. It was so incredibly powerful, and even people who couldn't understand all of the words, you could see how the message was actually reaching them. And it was so incredible that we went halfway around the world and we had a chance to share God's love with people. It was amazing.
Sometimes you just look at the choir and there's an emotion that they've passed on to you, which is one of, I'm in the zone with singing for God right now. And so it's really something to see that whole progression. Then there's the joy of when we're in the praise section, and it's the celebration of the good news that we have, and it's explosive sometimes. And seeing how the congregation or the crowd reacts to it, and some of them don't understand where all of this energy and this joy is coming from. So when they're questioning it, and they're usually used to sitting very quietly in events, and they all of a sudden can't sit down and they have to be on their feet, and you're seeing people who've never been to a concert before clapping and singing and crying with the whole, everybody seeing it, that all that come together is phenomenal.
It's only when I really came to U of T and began to sing with the choir that I really understood what it was to minister. The fact that whatever I'm doing out front, on the stage, on the rostrum, can actively touch somebody's life. Somebody in the congregation can be touched by what I'm doing. And that has really changed how I do things. Whether it's singing or preaching or praying or just talking, I am intimately aware that what I'm doing is touching. God can use that to touch somebody and make a change in somebody's life.
You can't really just sit on your Christianity if you're going to get up and stand in front of people and sing about it. The opportunity for people to talk to us after, you got to be ready. You can't just be like, I don't know if people are asking you questions, so you have to know what you believe and know what you're going to say when the ministry that you're doing impacts someone and they ask.
This whole ministry thing is not about me. It's all about God using me to reach others. So it doesn't matter really if I feel shy or if I feel like I can't. The whole point is there are people to be ministered to, and we need to.
And when they can see in us, as we sing the joy of the Lord, then they know that something is real. There's a God that's really real, and He has changed our lives, and that is why this ministry is so important.
We're not choosy of where we sing. We just want God to send us where He would have us go. And that's really important for us. And I really do believe that He's shown us that in the past few years, and will continue to do that for us as long as we just trust Him and be willing to go where He'd send us.
It is so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take Him at His word, and just to rest upon His promise. Oh, just to know it was said by my God. Jesus, Jesus, how I love Him, and how I prove Jesus, precious Jesus, oh, for grace to trust Him in more.
God has just been good. He knows our hearts. He's the only reason we have come this far. He ultimately and obviously knew the plan and the intent and where this choir would go. We have a message that there is hope, and it's important for us to tell the world that